whole trip I was filming with Huawei P30 Pro. The camera, the quality, everything is amazing. I enjoyed it. Pretty cool, huh? Today I'm gonna do a quick video. I received a lot of messages from friends and wants to find out a bit more about Cuba because they think everything in my video, Cuba looks beautiful. Cuba is very beautiful, and Cuba is definitely, I think you have to come at least once in a lifetime. Today I'm gonna tell you a few things you should know before you come to Cuba. First thing, so in Cuba they have two currencies. One is called CUC, another one is called CUP. So CUC is for the foreign people. So the currency rate is $1, you get 80 cents. So CUC is actually really big. Then CUP is for the local people. So technically it's for the government to pay the people wage who is work for the government. But CUP, I think is very small. I think $1 you get like 25 CUP. So then CUP you can use in a lot local like food store. And basically in Cuba, the food was given by the government. So then you pay a really small little money. So CUP is enough for them to buy all the food in the local store. So foreign people are not allowed to go to those stores to buy stuff. Then, but most of the shops, they all accept CUC. So it's for the foreign people. So they also have a two price. So normally the local people, they pay much cheaper than foreign people. And we have to use the CUC. Second about Cuba. So drone is totally banned in this country. So technically what happened to me is, I didn't know that. I didn't do any homework, so I brought my drone with me, and I wrote it down, but I do decline to write it down in the custom form. So luckily, they knew I was the first time, so they took my drone away. And but when I going back to UK, so I can collect from the airport, then I can leave. So if you don't decline in the custom form, and if they find out you got a drone, and you will have a massive fine. So luckily, my honesty and saved me. Third, I want to talk about the visa situation. So technically, the Cuban government have broken down to two categories for the visa. So, but a lot of country, you need to go to the Cuban embassy and in your local area, and to get a visa before you make a travel. But they do have another category, a country only needs travel cards. So China, and I know most of the country in Europe, like UK, and also Canada and the USA, we only need travel card. So travel card is much easier from the visa. So that's why I got stopped in Madrid. All I need to do is go to the travel agency and get a travel card and pay 65 euro, and then they let me travel. So before you decide to travel to Cuba, and go check and make sure your country's nationality either in the visa category or the travel card category. The last thing I want to talk about is the internet. So in Cuba, the capital city, La Habana, it's not everywhere has a Wi-Fi. So technically they only had internet in the whole entire country 3 years ago. So when you go outside, there's no Wi-Fi, especially restaurants and anywhere you go, no Wi-Fi. And you have to buy the internet card. Normally they cost you $1 for 1 hour. And that's why it's only some of a particular place that has Wi-Fi. For example, the park or some community areas. So when you walk past those areas, and you will see a lot of people stay at their phone, so because they are using their internet, and so they want to use as much as they can, because $1 for 1 hour internet, that's really expensive for the local people. That's like a lottery. But for most of the hotel, they will offer you free internet, but still they will give you those voucher cards and with username and also the password. So technically it is quite annoying because every time your phone went to sleep and then you switch on again, you have to enter those username and password again. And but it's not every hotel. Some of the hotel I know they only have the internet in the lobbies, not in your room. But if the new hotels, they do have internet in your room, but you still have to type in the password. So what is the Cuban people like? They're super friendly. They are really nice. I think because the country is a communist country, so everything was given by the government. They're not really aggressive, I was saying. They happy, they got money, happy, they no money, happy. Because money for them is not really important. School, medications is all for free. But they do love to make some CUC. Obviously, if you have a more CUC, then you can buy more foreign products in some foreign people's shop. And that's why for them to make CUC is quite, I would say, extra income thing, So in Cuba, everything is actually really cheap. but for local people even more cheaper. But obviously their wage is really low. They only get paid around 20 to 30 US dollar per month, but they don't really need the money, to be fair. But everything else is also really cheap. So technically, I met a few of the local people, and they told me in Cuba it only costs you 70 US dollar to buy a house, but you just need to wait for the permission from the government. And technically, like, everybody got a chance to buy a house. That's why for me, I think it's sometimes important is travel to learn, to understand, and also to make myself become a better person. So I get to respect more about everything what I had in my life, appreciate more, you know.